This is ABC News.
KGLO has the experience you can depend on with a staff of homegrown Iowa broadcasters.
Your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO, streaming live online as well at KGLOAM.com. And we are going to have our once-a-month sit-down conversation with Mr. Brian Pauly, the Director of Recreation and Parks and Facilities.
100%, Bob.
I got it right, didn't I?
You did.
Because you just are a multifaceted person.
Yes, I'm kind of like that, pocket knife that has multiple compartments in it. That I'm that utility player that whatever's needed to be done, I'll get done.
You're the Swiss Army knife of the city of Mason City.
100%.
Anyway, let's first things first. Last weekend we had the North Iowa Band Festival happen, and last couple of other things have been going on of local interest. We started thinking about getting the aquatic center open and things like that, but just talk about Band Festival first.
Real fast, huge shout out to the Chamber of Commerce. They do a fantastic event every year. They work with a lot of volunteers. I believe both of us are on the committee, but a lot of volunteers. But they lead the effort, and that's one of the things that my wife and I fell in love with this town. That it's that Hallmark feel, right? That truly gives that moment, and that's what Band Fest is about. It celebrates the bands. My department was in the parade. We handed out a lot of candy and pool passes. I went down, kicked it off Thursday night night on the plaza. Listen to my daughter play at the pavilion, and then listen to the municipal band. That's just a great feel. Great way to kick it off. And then again, we partake every single day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it's just a good feel. And I just want to give a shout out to the chamber with that. So,
and Central Park downtown, of course, the stage is there between Central Park and the Commerce Center. And, Central Park probably doesn't get as much publicity as it should through the year. It's a great park in downtown.
It is. It's that square park. It is that square park. And again, I view Central Park is that Hallmark type park. It's not a traditional square park like a lot of small towns have. But I'm not saying Mason City is a small town, but it serves as that purpose. And the way that I will tell you, the Parks Department takes care of it. The volunteers with those flower beds taking care of everything. You add the sculptures. It's a good feel. Kicking off, coming up soon is the farmers market. That's going to be there every Saturday morning. Then the other events from, the classic car show, to the Steak Cook-Off Challenge, just a number of events that are happening in our downtown park. It's a gathering space. It gives you that feel. And I will tell you, that Main Street Mason City does a fantastic job decorating that thing during the holiday time. That's where the holiday. We used to have the tree lighting there until, unfortunately, the mayor's tree got sick.
Right.
And trees do get old. But yeah, we kicked it off there. So again, this is the center part of our town, and it gives it that catalyst or keystone, I should say, of the events in our downtown.
Well, one of the newest parts of our community is the bike park up on the northeastern side of town, and things are really being highlighted there this weekend with the first Prairie Rock Trails Bike Festival.
Yeah, Bike Festival, we touched about this, and I think Mayor Lee talked about this too. But Bike Fest, this is a huge thing. We have Trek and Red Bull coming in, and we have people that can do things beyond my imagination when it comes to doing flips, tricks, jumps, and all that fun stuff. We're having professional riders down. They have a decent sized prize money for the purse that they're giving out. I think 5 different categories. They have, women in mountain biking clinic to help take that stigma away. This is a men's sport. They have different things. They have different rides throughout the community. I would highly recommend checking it out. If you have a bike, I would say bike there because that's only appropriate to. But if you don't, no big deal. If you don't know where it is, it's off of 12th Street, just north of the dog park, at the Zerbal Trailhead, Ernie's Zerbal Trailhead. Again, I would say check it out. A couple things, like people, I would probably say less than 10% of our community has checked this out. After my department got done helping out the United Way with the fundraiser, we were driving around, and I actually took my full-time staff there. And I will tell you, most of my staff have not been up there since it's been open, and the jaws were dropped. They're like, this is one of the coolest things. How can anyone be upset about this? How can anyone talk negative of this? This is next level thing, and we're just lucky to have it in our backyard. I was showing people, I was down at the mall yesterday where our offices are, and I was talking about it, and people were like, I didn't even know we have a bike park. So I brought up Visit Mason City has done some Instagrams and some TikToks. So I was showing them this, and they're like, wait, this is in Mason City? And it is. And that just speaks volumes. So come check it out. And again, if you've not seen some of these people do tricks, I mean, you were at the ribbon cutting, so you saw these flips and the spins and everything that would put me in the hospital. Don't try that. But if you want to see other people do that, definitely check it out. And again, if you haven't been up there, they have different levels for everyone. So even if you're not going to go down the most expert thing, where you're going to have to do jumps and everything else, there's different things between the pump track and the kids track for the younger kids. And the beautiful thing, it's also asphalted now. So no matter rain, shine, as long as there's not snow on it, it can be used year round. And that's one of the main reasons why we chose to do that.
And if people have not seen it, there is a ribbon cutting event tomorrow afternoon, right?
Yeah, 4:00. Again, welcome the whole public to come there. 4:00 tomorrow. And then it's going to kick into Bike Fest. If you want the full thing, I would check out our social media webpage. It's an event that has been created, but I mean, we have food trucks, live music. This is all free for the public to come and just enjoy and watch. So there's no charge to come and actually, be a spectator.
And maybe talk a little bit more about the competitions. Obviously, like you say, there's people doing things that you and I would not want to do.
Yeah, there's five. There's
just because of our inexperience. That's why
100%. No, and again, I would be helping Mercy North Iowa out if I ever tried to do some of this stuff. But it's like the best rides, the best tricks. They just there's 5 different categories, and I think they're giving out their prize money in all of those. Again, it's just happening throughout the whole weekend. It's a lot of, like I said, a lot of fun things just to come out and check.
And if you don't have a bike, just come out and check. And you'll probably, at that point, after seeing all this, be interested in getting a bike to use that facility. That not just the bike park, but all the trails as well. That entire system that's been built out. Oh yeah, and I think we have like 50 some miles of continuous trail. Now that includes trail on our streets. But if you look at designated trail, we have 50 some miles in this town. We can ride from the north side to the south side, east and west. We've connected it to not the Highline Trail has connected it to the trail on the south side of town that takes you to Clear Lake, takes you to Thornton. You can go north. Once you hit north to everywhere at Lime Creek Nature Center. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. We have 4 featured actual mountain bike trails itself at Evans Preserve. And again, if you haven't been there, wonderful job by Rock Solid and ISG for the design. It takes you to a next level. You have the rapids right there, kind of by the kayak launch off of 12th Street. And then we have the Riverhawk and the Little Riverhawk Trail at the high school, John Adams, and then at Roosevelt and Lincoln. To have those trails throughout those mountain bike trails itself in our community is fantastic. Plus the number of trails that have been created by volunteers, pretty much going north from the bike park into Lime Creek Nature Center. We're talking with Brian Pauly, the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Facilities for the City of Mason City, here in your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO. And let's shift to the Riverwalk. And first of all, the Riverwalk got a big award here recently.
Yeah, we just got named this week. The Iowa Travel Industry Partners gave us the award only in Iowa. Again, if you haven't checked out that, I would highly recommend it. It's one of those Instagrammable moments. And again, I don't think that's a word, but Christy King has said one of our goals when we made this park is to have it Instagrammable, have it memorable. And I will tell you, my wife and I just got done doing Dancing for the Dream a couple months ago. Our profile picture was us at the Riverwalk at night with the beautiful sculpture that just lights up that park. If you haven't been down there, check it out. There's so many different things. Matt, shout out to Matt Sparrow at the Public Works Department. Him and his crew, we were having some lime chip issues down there with those trails. Those guys have worked hard and actually have mitigated a lot of those issues, fixing them up. But again, also a fun fact that a lot of people may or may not know is the tuning forks down there actually change per season what the lights are. So if you haven't been down there in the spring or early summer, they do change throughout the season. It's just a great way to it's a destination park now for people to come see, especially at night. And when I have gone down there periodically, it's great because it's a gathering space, and anytime anyone can gather, and especially like our teens, and there's not negative things going on. It's just teens hanging out. And that's a great thing in our community. If people feel safe to go to our parks, that screams a lot to the actual community itself. And that is becoming a destination for people to hang out and extra eyeballs in our downtown, which again, it just gives the positive effect and that synergy that we want to create. Here's the thing. If you want to learn about it, June 5th, and it's every Friday, the first Friday, I should say, of every month. So the next one's June 5th. There's a Riverwalk tour. Sign up at Visit Mason City. Bill Schickel, who was the mayor that oversaw the project, and Christy King from Bergland and Cram will give an informational tour, kind of talking through the nuances and the little things that people might have overlooked. I went on the first one. It's fantastic. I will actually be there the second one to answer any questions people might have about the city. But it's a fantastic tour. It's a great educational piece. Highly recommend signing up. And if you can't come this time, it's fine. It's going to happen in July and August also. So sign up at visitmasoncity.com to reserve your spot for that free tour.
And I know some people that went on that first tour and they said they really enjoyed it, even if they knew a little bit about what the Riverwalk was all about, just learning a little bit more on that. So
someone actually said, because they pointed out some of the concrete work and brick work there, and they go to the arena quite a bit, and they said I've probably drove past this probably close to 200 times, and I've never noticed that. So it's the little nuances again that people, it just opens your eyes of just the thought process, all the planning that committee has done when it went into that. And again, highly recommend signing up for a tour. If you can't make the tour, not that big of a deal. Go down and just tour it yourself too. Yeah. Just get some eyes on it, because again, we should be proud of that.
Well, what's going on at the arena?
I've been pushing this all along. We're starting our summer entertainment. So June 19th, we have Big Daddy Weave coming in, sponsored by Sookup and Go Serve Global. This concert, I can't say without the generosity of Sookup. We're celebrating 15 years of Go Serve Go Serve Global. And it's a $15 ticket. This is usually a $40 to $50 ticket in most communities. Go do it. All profits, all ticket sales, not profits, but all ticket sales actually go towards that nonprofit. And if you're not aware with it, definitely go check out their website. But they build, for the most part, they do a lot of things. So this is not the only thing they do, but they build those weather-resistant huts, Sookup huts in heavy hurricane areas, and they're just weather resistant. We had something on our social media, I think, for the 750 tickets, I believe, builds one of those huts. So go, like I said, if we can get a sold out crowd, we can build a couple of those things. Plus we can get some creative supplies in some other countries that really need it through this nonprofit that we're partnering with Sukup. So big shout out there. We have an MMA event, June 26th there, or not June, July 26th there. We have National Night Out. We have we're working with the North Iowa Baggers cornhole group, and they're doing league there every Thursday night. So check it out tonight or any Thursday night. Come and join them. And then they're doing a tournament, and then we're doing a ton of park and rec stuff. We're going to be announcing, actually, we're going to do a 2-day laser tag event. We're going to be partnering with the Chamber of Commerce. So get your laser tag on there. And it's going to be, we just got a lot of things going on that people don't just realize. I hear a lot that the building sits empty. That's far from the truth. So at any point, give me a call or stop by and I will tell you all the great things that are going on in the arena.
Well, we talked about awards for the Riverwalk. Highland Park Golf Course has also been recognized here recently.
Huge award, Golfer's Choice Award 2026 from Golf Pass. Golf Pass rates a lot of golf courses. People belong to that. People use that quite a bit to searching golf courses, and we were ranked 4th in the state of Iowa for public courses. Again, that just screams the work Nick and Eli do out there with the course. The list was pretty prestigious. If you looked at that list, for us to get 4th in it, bravo to those guys just for the hard work they put out there. If you haven't golfed yet, we do those specials Monday, Thursdays. We do a combined cart and golf rate, which is real reduced. So make a tee time for there. If you want, by the way, something to do for Father's Day, this is one of our biggest tournaments, and we see 100 plus people come out every year for the father-son, father-daughter tournament. That's probably one of our feel-good tournaments. Even if you're not the best golfers, it's okay, because sometimes, and again, it can be grandfather, it can be a father-in-law. I mean, it doesn't have to be technically your father, but we have a lot of people come out and do that. And again, this is the first tournament. If you talk to some of these people, this is the first tournament they play in with their father or grandfather, because we have 11-year-olds out there competing, just because it is that feel good tournament. So if you're interested in that, get signed up, get your slot reserved, because there is only so many people we can take. But call the clubhouse and get signed up for that.
Anything else we need to cover before we let you go? Real
fast. I mean, I always say this is my Super Bowl week, starting today. Last night,
starting today by being in here with me,
with you, and this is my press for the Super Bowl. No, a big shout out to all especially the rec programmers and the park staff that have they're drinking from a fire hose right now, as I would like to say. Last night kicked off our girls softball and t-ball program at Norris Youth. That complex, we actually, a couple weeks ago, we had a 22 team tournament. We worked with the Yard and the Outlaw softball program. That was a great way to showcase our softball complex, but we kicked off our season last night. It's going to be hopping through mid-July, Monday through Friday. So that is kicked off. The grounds look great out there. Pool opens today at 11 o'clock for lap swim and family swim. If you don't know Family Swim, you have to have a parent or grandparent, guardian with you. But from 11 to 12 every single day, we allow that. So the younger kids can go and take a swim. That's not as crowded to the public, but that is Monday. That's 7 days a week, all through the summer. We do that in the rec pool, and then in the large pool, we do lap swim for those swimmers. So that opens up, that kicks off. It's just, our Fun and Sun Day Camp program is going to start next week. It's just, our parks are hopping, our shelters are being rented. There's a lot of stuff going on. So get out there. Hopefully we see you today at the pool or sometime early this thing. Our pool heaters are working. All the pumps are working. So everything is working. We have a brand new fresh coat of paint. We fixed some cracks over the summer. So that pool really does look sharp.
Brian, we appreciate it. We'll talk to you next month.
Thank you so much, Bob. Have a great day.
All righty. Brian Pauly, the Director of Parks, Recreation, and Facilities here in the city of Mason City. You're in your hometown news station, AM 1300 KGLO.
This is Carla Hall for Eggland's Best.